You see, chapter 3, verse 35 of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gave a beautiful verse, He said, it's better one does one duty, even if there is fault into it, but they do it by doing somebody else's duty. It's rather you died while performing your duty than died doing somebody else's duty. It's so beautifully, this verse, because you see, very often we pretend, We pretend to be which we are not. We like it, because when we have the image of how other people look at us, it brings something good inside of us. The ego is very happy about it, So here Bhagavan Krishna make it clear, in spite of different kind of experience that one goes through, different ways that one goes through, different happening in one life, we are all different. This is the beauty of, in spite of being born all the same way, but yet we have the body is different. Our mind is different. No? So our experience also will be different. It will not be the same. So here Bhagavan is reminded that we have to do everything what we feel good into. If we try to copy somebody else, it will not last for long. Soon or later, we'll become miserable. So here again he said, but do your duty, do whatever has been prescribed to you as the basic of your nature itself, So your basic of nature, that will call you to your dharma, what you have to do. And it's better to do it like that than doing something else. So here what he's reminding also what is the dharma of a devotee itself, And dharma, firstly, as a human being, is to realize that relationship that we have with God. This is the ultimate dharma. That is our own personal swadharma, we call it. It is our basic nature itself of the Atma to have a relationship with Paramatma. That we can't escape. We may escape through it, but we still fall back into that cycle of birth. We can't be free. Because we don't understand that our relationship is not towards Maya. Our relationship is towards the ultimate, the Supreme Lord Himself. That is our aim, actually, as Atma. And in spite of that, we in the outside world, we play different roles. Very often, people play very holy roles. People on the spiritual path especially. They like to pretend to be too holy. Well, holiness doesn't depend on the outside. It's all depend on your relationship with God inside of you. It's not seen for the outside, but it is how you feel inside. Yeah, but one is saying that this is the most important thing. You have seen often people, they go on the spiritual path and they say, no, now I will have to leave the world completely. I will have to leave the job I was working. I have to find a holy job. What is a holy job? Means I shall give advice to other people. And most of the people are like that, They think that once you go on the spiritual path, you have to become the savior of everybody else. First, learn to save yourself. If you can't even save yourself, what are you saving somebody else? And this is completely wrong. And one is reminded that one, in whatever prescribed, whatever duty is allocated to your basic nature, That's what you have to do. And when you do it with full-hearted, you will enjoy it. Doesn't mean that problem will not arise. Problem will arise. But how you counter the problem, that will be completely different. Whereas, when the ego is running and doing other somebody else's duty, the problem when it arises, what will happen? Your ego will feel hurt. You will feel devastated. You will never be able to move forward. That's what Krishna is reminding. But you see, now you are young, you have a different mindset. No? So you see, you are born into this world. No? So you are born with a certain goal. No? And in life, very often what do? You put this goal. You set this goal when you have that mind to reason about certain things. Okay, now I will study, I will go to university, I will learn, I will have my girlfriend, boyfriend, I will get married, I will have children, you have a certain goal that you have set, no? And you have set it in a time level. You know, inside of you, whether you are aware of it or you're not aware of it, you have set into that subconscious mind a certain timeline. And you base everything upon that timeline. That doesn't mean that it will happen. No? Very often, it doesn't happen. Why it doesn't happen? Because it is not your dharma for that to happen in that way. You're based your experience, you're based what is happening upon somebody else's idea of how your life must be. How your happiness must be. Very often, our parents have the idea. Of course, they are parents. You have the ideas of how the children have to reach a certain level, to make them happy. But do we let them free to adventure into that journey of life itself? No, we don't. Because we project our own ideas upon them. So what we are doing, what the parents are doing, they're projecting these ideas that the children must be how they want to be. Are they doing the dharma? No, they are not doing the dharma. Would the children ever be happy? No, they will not be happy. Sooner or later, they will rebel. They will find their way. They will go. They will grow. Then you will see that time, when it comes, when you're growing, everything also change. The way you view when you were small, you don't start to view it the same way. How you view it now, you will not view it in 10 years. So things keep changing accordingly. So whether you go with the change or you're stuck into that old timeline. When you're stuck in the old timeline, there is no progression. There is no advancement. There is no contentment. There's no happiness. There's no joy. All the happiness, joy, and everything else is based upon ideas of somebody else. And Bhagavan Krishna said, you rather died doing your own duty than doing somebody else's duty. It's much better. Why does he say that? He's uplifting you that you have a deeper dharma in life. Each person is individual. And tomorrow you'll be parents, the parents should support that individuality and that growth, that experience of life that their children will experience and will move forward. It will be different. But what we like to do the same thing. It don't happen like that. So that's why, you see, spiritual life is a constant reminder of your inner potential, your strength, and especially about you being a human being, firstly, being an individual which is full of experience, full of difference, full of beauty. And that expansion must happen. And whether somebody accepts that to happen or not, you are growing. So that's what you have to do. You know? Then you will experience the divine in anything. So you don't need, you see, Chokamela was a Chandal, which means he was somebody which were into the world doing the most terrible job. Chandala, you know, they lift corpse of dead animal, corpse of people. You know, he was doing that. That was his job. But how he was doing it, he was loving what he was doing. It's a job which not everybody would like to. But he loved his dharma. He loved his job. Because he said that whatever I'm doing for Vitthal. So Bhagwan came and gave him darshan there itself. To the extent, there was once a dog which was dead, a corpse, you know, the dead dog. And he was visiting Pandharpur, having darshan of Vitthala. So the Brahmin was talking, when would this man come? Since he started going to Pandharpur, he's not doing his job properly. So what happened? Vitthal came and do the job for him. He carried a dead dog and clean it. So you imagine, Bhagwan himself, those who do the dharma properly, he himself come. You don't need to go to him. He will come. So that is the dharma that one will have to do, you know. So get to know where your heart is pulling you, and where whatever you're doing, you will find that joy. And whatever you find that joy in whatever you're doing, Guru and God is there.